I don't even think that's fair of me to say I have road rage. I have rage, and now I'm in a car, so now it's on the road. I have road rage. I have kitchen rage. I have, why do I have to check myself out at a CVS rage? I don't work here. You know what I mean? I love when they're like giving you like a rough time. Like, you got to insert the chip. It's like, I'm sorry, I missed training day when I wasn't working here, getting paid. Or when they try to get all your information and then they go, we don't share this with anybody. And you want to be like, you don't. You don't. But now it's going into the thing that's like that clear thing at the friggin' airport. I already gave you my retina and a stool sample. Now you want my cell phone? They go, it's a one-time thing. It's like, well, how many times you got to put it in the computer before you have it? And you can share it with everybody. Like, this is my thing with, like, politicians. The fact that the lack of privacy for the average American citizen, especially women, with the amount of women out there that have psycho ex-boyfriends, the fact that all of these stupid corporations are just allowed to do the things that they're able to do is beyond me. And where my comedy act is right now is I'm trying to get regular people to stop yelling at each other and realize that it's a select few group of nerds, okay, eating raw almonds and doing their stupid workouts and everything and just competing with each other to have the biggest infinity pool, and the rest of us are getting pushed down. And they've politicized the whole stupid thing, and we're falling for it.
And who's the they? Besides people who eat almonds?
That idiot Elon Musk.
Oh.
That guy, like, he's going to, like, who evidently is a Nazi. Like, I just refuse to believe that it was an accidental 2-time Sieg Heil. And he does it at a presidential inauguration. This is why I hate liberals. It's like liberals have no teeth whatsoever. They just go, oh, my God, can you believe I'm getting out of the country? I'm just like, you're going to leave the country because of one guy with dyed hair plugs and a laminated face who makes a bad car and has an obsolete social media platform? You're going to leave this. Why doesn't he leave? Why isn't he stopped? What are we so afraid of this guy who can't fight his way out of a wet paper bag?
You can take him on.
Like, why do liberals just sit back and not, they have nothing?
What are you doing? This. Okay.
This. You got to speak up about it. You don't just go like, oh my God, what? Like, listen, first of all, it's like, I'm a stand-up comedian. It's not my friggin' job. I'm talking about, like, Democratic politicians. Where is their pushback? They're allegedly liberal. You see this guy do this thing. You know what the end result of this thing is, which all these neo-Nazis, not only are they stupid because they're neo-Nazis, they don't even look at what Hitler did. He ruined their country. And this idiot is going to try to lead us down that road and then play it off and act like he didn't do what he just did. And you can get canceled as a comedian for doing a friggin' Caitlyn Jenner joke, but this ass can Sieg Heil and nothing. Where are all the liberals? Where are all of these white chicks at the award shows that were speaking truth to power? Where are they? Why did they choose to go after comedians and not the Ku Klux Klan? How come they never got canceled? That's my whole problem with liberals. I just think it's a phony ideology where what they really do is it's a bunch of white chicks trying to fix their immediate area. Like, they really took on entertainment because they were in entertainment, and then they didn't do anything else.
I'm going to stop you. You just blamed all of this on white women.
Yes.
Where are the men? Where are the men in what you're saying?
Exactly. Because you guys went in and you totally took control of the narrative. That whole MeToo thing was supposed to be about people with no power speaking to people with power and giving more people opportunities, which meant people of color. And then all of a sudden, white women jumped in and became like the biggest victims in the country. They were the ones that were being listened to. That was what was weird to me.
This is where you kind of lose me.
It doesn't surprise me on this station talking to a white woman that I would lose you.
Well, no, because the Me Too movement for women is about sexual assault.
But then what did it become?
What did
it morph into? What did it quickly morph into? It then morphed into, I don't like the topic of what you're discussing in your stand-up act.
Well, I don't want to get into an argument about this, so I'll just say.
What's funny is this is how I discuss things.
I will just say that, what was the thing that you just said? I just lost it for a second trying to.
I'm saying what it became. It started off like, all right, this Harvey Weinstein guy is raping people. We got to get people like this out of the business. There was nobody who was against that unless you
But
were an
people
actual.
were protecting him. People were protecting the musicians, the
I'm not arguing that aspect of
producers,
it. I'm not
the
arguing
studio
that
people.
aspect of it.
Anyhow, let's move on.
Wait, no. Let's talk about that.
We're not
Me
gonna move
Too
on. Okay.
started with that. And then it started this cancel culture thing with initially they were getting these people that were sexually assaulting women. And because of their position of power, were not being held accountable. They finally got held accountable. Everyone who was a decent human being was on board with that. And then suddenly within a year, it became if you were at a comedy club and somebody filmed you and took one little piece of excerpt from your act, all of a sudden you were thrown in with Harvey Weinstein. And you were kicked, you were like put on the bench basically, and you were not allowed to work in the friggin' business. Am I nuts? Did that not happen?
No, I mean, I think cancel culture probably went too far. I think it's an issue by issue thing.
All right, so we agree. Okay,
and
fine,
and there's a real kind of herd mentality around some of it. I think that's really up for a nuanced discussion about what deserves cancellation and what's just like.
Nuanced discussion is not one of my strong points.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to use this opportunity to take a short break, and then we'll be right back. If you're just joining us,
All right, so Bill Burr really is not a fan of Elon Musk. He keeps going off about Elon Musk. I agreed with him on the MeToo thing. And, the Elon Musk thing, I still haven't seen this video of the Zig Heil thing. I don't know, but all I know is Bill really doesn't like Musk. And Bill is now doing this whole... Like, during his Complex interview, he said free Luigi and this whole, like, billionaires are bad thing. And I always find it hilarious when that message comes from millionaires. That the billionaires just like, we're not bad. The people one level above us are bad. It's almost on some, don't look at me and all my money, look at him. But I don't care about anybody or anybody else's money. I don't look at, like, shit like that as a grand sum. Like, if you took the richest person in the world and just took all his money and dispersed it, how much money would everybody get? $1? Like, I don't look at shit like that. Someone being rich doesn't stop you from becoming rich. There's not, like, a finite amount of money since we all just print money. So, why am I talking about politics like I care? That's, let me know your thoughts in the comments.